growing grapes, free and easy. Just pruning, planting. Addendum to the main movie. She's the main star. Right, a bucket, just a house bucket. Got to be a hole in the bottom of it. There's a dozen cuttings left. I think some of them actually might be still going because they're still flexible. But like this one, look. So he breaks easy. So he's done nothing, right? They've done nothing. Right, they came off here. I've got to do this now because it's autumn. The leaves are nearly all gone. The canopy's all gone. So what I'll do, and this is what I did last August, July, August, or could have been September. Wollongong, Sydney's August, definitely, but I'm not even sure that I'll cover the latitude in the main movie, but this is tropical, subtropical, hotter than Sydney a lot, obviously. So there's this year's growth. You can see it's green, and I'm trying to look in the screen. It gets a bit glary. And there's last year's growth. With kiwi fruit, you go to the last year's growth. You can see there's a growing node there already, I think. This is autumn, by the way. This is May, April. Beginning of autumn. So they'd go to there with the kiwi fruit. I don't know with grapes, honestly. There's spur pruning and cane pruning. So the canes, you sort of run it along the vine. But anyway, the point is that's if you're growing commercially. And they say, oh, I never let it overgrow. Well, this is a different setup. This isn't a garden. I never prune it, and there's good reasons for that. That's given me shade. As they say, it grows all over your garden. It does, and it's I love it. Really great thing. Beautiful. So what I'd do, I'd prune it there or there. I wouldn't know the difference really. And I'd take about 50 cuttings, and as you can see, a dozen or so are gone in there into the bucket, and none of them have done anything. There's my shadow. Look, Vader. Right. And there's the canopy, what's left of it. It's autumn. I've got to keep going. Right, that's as simple as it is. This is the point I'm making, right? I don't prune it. I don't know what I'm doing. It's from cuttings from the neighbour, Barry. Really tremendous fellow. Don't even know what variety they are. They give a really good grape. Beautiful eating. Aloe Macma, delissimo. And I just take 50 cuttings. See, these have lost their canopy already. So I don't know what I'm doing. I just cut it there or something. You know, is it last year's growth, this year's growth? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just cut 50 cuttings and shove them in buckets. There's the main trunk or upcomers, risers, going in here by the water tap, so it gets a lot of water. It possibly gets too much water. They do irrigate grapes. I've got to keep going. But I think they like it a little bit hard, I think. A little bit harsh conditions. And I've got to get through the jungle. Well, as I'm going, these are bananas, gramolias, ladyfingers, these ones. I made a mistake with them and then we had a big drought. This is the end of a terrible drought, by the way. Worst in living memory, all that stuff. And they, as you can see, they put suckers in there just jumping out now. We're getting some showers. They're just jumping out of their skins, you know. This is the remnants of the Cavendish. They're, you know, much better eating. And they're jumping up, but I haven't got time to show you that. They've just about, I thought I'd lost them completely in the drought, but thank goodness it's coming back. Frost affects them badly. These guys get up high and they can handle the frost. The ladyfingers, and they'll give you passion fruit, Panama red, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. They'll give you the banana, the ladyfingers are good for cakes and stuff. Bread, banana bread. Right, here's the business now. Getting to it. I should just be talking about this mint. There's all sorts of stuff here. Chilies. It's turned into a jungle with the showers at the end of a drought, right? So here's the cuttings. Again, just a bucket, you know, this is a proper planter bucket, not very big. I can show you that actually I'm set up for the potting mix, so I'll show you what I'm doing with that. I've just shown it for the pineapple movie, but that's a full movie. This is just an addendum. So as you can see, look, this is nearly lost the leaves, but they're still there. That's why I have to make it now. They don't look too flash, but that's to show you that's growing. So I know that's growing, and you can see it's green, but that'll go brown as it loses its leaves. But I've got to know that that's alive, and it's hooked onto the chilies, or you can see the chilies there. Bloody weeds. Can you get the staff, you know? Like, I haven't got time to do, I'm running a farm, man. I haven't got time to do stuff. But this is a very important part of the farm too. Self-sufficiency. And so again, there's a dozen left. There's probably even more than that, 15 separ, something, something. There's only a dozen left. Only one of them's made it, right? And I had another bucket or two like that I don't even know where they are, and they've done nothing. They were in here, I think, in the shade. So out of 50 or 60 cuttings, only one's made it. Doesn't matter, one's enough. Right, we'll get to the business here. That's the inverter going. Music to my ears, it's running the fridge. Yeah, oh Lord Niki. Right, here's another grape. Now this is in a bigger pot, a big black pot like this, pineapple one, and it's in the ground, right? And look, point to note, the bottom's out of the bucket. Very important point to note. I know I've taken the bottom out of that bucket, so I don't have to pull that. If I pull that out in 6 months or a year or so, if I drag that out of the ground, it'll kill it, break the root, kill it. As you can see, look, it's coming up here. It's a bit straggly, untidy. It's good and strong, right? Vigorous. Putting its cables up here. And there's the leaf. You nearly lost the leaf, look, because it's autumn. Righto. Right, make a mental note of this, right? That grape was down here. And it was down here with its passion fruit in the drought. But it's been here for a couple of years. It was growing up here quite well at one stage, up this hinge joint, why? So I thought it was going to make it go, but it didn't like it here. So this passion fruit's only just coming back after the drought, tiny little thing. It was here with that, and it was nearly dead. I thought it was dead, right? So I put it back up there in the shade where we've just been, under the pomegranate tree, and it's taken off, as you can see. So I've planted it there permanently, and it'll stay there. Also, another point to note, that, oh, I've got to keep going, pecan, beautiful. Oh, it's interesting, pink and Egyptian. The nuts, the oricons, oh, out of this world, pecan nuts. Oh, look at this, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. He's got good taste, that bee. The pings, look, they'll sting you if you try and the aloe, the brizapar, the aroma's gorgeous. Oh, look at it. They're beautiful bees, but if you get in their flight path, they get angry with you and take retribution, punitive action, and all that stuff. These are another vinaigrette grape. And that's it's an old horse feed bucket. I've taken the bottom out of that, I think. I can't risk it. I've just got to accept that it's growing and leave it, because if I do anything to that, I'll kill it if I try and pull that out. If I try and wrench that out, it'll be the end of it. And then grief, pain and anguish. No, I don't want that. Growing beautifully, look. It was nearly looking dead too. It was. You can see how far the leaf's going. It's in the shade here, it's still got its leaf. It was to about here in the drought. Right, there it is, you can see, and it's growing, beautiful canopy. So that's, and again, one a year, that's enough for me. I'm growing a feed. We'll cover the main vine, the main movie of growing grapes free and easy, so I'll just stop it there. It's got to be a shorter denim. And as you can see, here's more vines and canopy. So, ahoy, Ola, check this out. There's the vine, the passion fruit, all that stuff. Pinkina, buds are pinkina. Watching Chrissy. And Shakti Car. Hanga Wazzy. Cheers. Have a grow, have a grow.